When I was preparing for CAT back in 2024, I was always wondering how an MBA classroom would be like. And I had this image in my mind that there will be professor teaching from PPTs and there will be students who are making notes after that, or sometimes in a while there will be quiz happening. That's what I thought MBA classes would be like. But after spending 1 year in IIM Raipur, I can tell you for sure that this is not how an MBA classroom looks like. It's a lot different. If you are preparing for CAT 2026, I'll help you know, if you're curious enough to know, that how an MBA would look like for you guys, especially the classroom part, not others. And I will be dividing into certain parts. The first part will be starting with that the journey or the learning starts even before the class begins. What I mean by this is that even before you reach to the classroom, there will be readings that are called pre-reads. The pre-reads are like cases or certain articles or the chapters from book, just in case, right? So for different teachers, professors, it's different. And they expect you beforehand that before coming to the classroom, you should know all the articles or cases, what happened in that, and what the chapter is about. Everything you should be prepared with and have a better understanding of it. And when you reach to the class, there he will act as a facilitator and he will facilitate the discussion among all the students in the classroom and among himself, right? So that is all about how the classroom begins. It's not about the professor is teaching there, it's about he facilitates the discussion there. It's not for every professor, but most of them, they works like this. So it was a big shock, because what usually happens in graduation colleges and all, you come to the class and they teaches you, you make notes, you understand the concepts and all, but it's not like this here. So the key takeaway is that MBA classrooms are not for understanding, it's for the discussion. Now we'll start with the point 2. That is, you will have to answer the cold calls. There will be random cold calls. So as I mentioned that there will be pre-reads before you, there will be pre-reads to read before you go to the class. So teacher will expect you to read that and they will cold call and ask you, so Anupriya, what do you think about this situation? If you were the CMO, what will you do? And sometimes, I guess a lot of times you'll be blank, because sometimes you don't get the time to read, because the cases and the articles and all that comes like for different subjects, it's there, and simultaneously you'll be having a lot of things. So sometimes it might happen that you'll be blank, and that's totally fine. And a lot of professor understands that. Some tricks about cold calling is that I usually in the second year, so for us in the first year in the IIM Raipur, the seating arrangement is fixed, you can't do much. But for the second year, you sit in front, don't sit in the last. They'll definitely target you. And sometimes it helps, but not always. But there's a cheap trick that before going to the class, you read the summary of the article or the case and understand what is it. And if you are smart enough, you can contribute a lot even after studying the summary, because the case, if you understand, you just have to contribute is like, what's your opinion, what the company should have done so that they could have succeeded, and the other areas the company should focus upon. So these are the things, if you can come up with from organically from your mind without even reading the case or doing thorough research on that, it's too great. Just read the summary before the class and you're good to go. The third part, there isn't a right answer. It might happen that professor will ask you what should the company should have done in this situation, and there will be 50 different answers because everyone has different opinion about that. And it boils down to the situation that if you have that opinion, how can you justify that opinion? It's about that. And if you will be in that situation in that company, if you are taking up that decision, how will you justify it? How will you implement it? And that's how it matters. And that's the saying that there isn't a right answer, it depends. And a lot of professors will laugh on you if you'll say it depends before you start your answers. Now, fourth point, your classmates will be your biggest teachers. Your overall batchmates in different sections, you will meet so diverse group that you will get to know that there are a lot of learning to know from your batchmates only. Your professor will be there for just some sessions, but you will be always surrounded with your batchmates. And even after the classroom, you will have a lot of discussions, sometimes random discussions. You're sitting there and you'll have discussion. And in the classroom also, there will be one sentence by the prof and there will be a lot of opinions and discussion on that. And you'll get to know that people from different backgrounds brings a lot of different perspective, and it's so much rich in understanding that you are surrounded with a lot of diverse set of people. And that's why it's always said that MBA classrooms should be diverse to facilitate that different level of perspective, to understand and to have a better decision making capability. Because sometimes it happens that you might skip some of the stakeholders that might cause you a lot of difficulties later in the life. So it's better you understand here in the classroom. Now, next point is presentations. Every other day there will be presentation in the classroom, because sometimes it happens that professors want to have presentations for the cases to understand the overall flow of the case if they understand. So there will be presentations in every term, in every subject, and sometimes in every class, not for you specifically, but some another group will have some presentations every day. Now if anyone can come and say to me, present on this thing, I just need to have half an hour to understand the topic and I can present it. It's like this level of confidence one develops after 1 year in MBA and giving a lot of presentations. I think I might have given around more than I guess 70 presentations. I don't know, small and big. Sometimes it's more than 50-70 presentations I've given, and most of it, like, you know what, I'll tell you, if tomorrow is the presentation, you make the PPT, I guess 2 days or 1 day back. Tomorrow is the presentation and you are preparing the PPT today at night, and there's no time for preparing what are you going to say in that presentation. So you just check the topic and what is it about, and you just speak it out there. Now we are done with most of the points, and the last point is that the reality check. So whatever I talked about, it's not like every time in every class you will feel like this. There will be a lot of classes will feel very dead inside. You want to sleep because there are some subjects that you don't like and you can't develop interest for that. But you just have to attend for the sake of attendance. You don't get a lot in MBAs. For us, it's like 4 absentees, and the 4 absents we get for one subject in one term, and there are total 20 sessions. And for a half credit course, it's 10 session total, and we get 2 absentees for that. So sometimes you will have to attend even if you don't want to. And the lectures are boring because some professors you just don't connect with, and the teaching style is very different that you can adapt with. So it's boring sometimes, but you'll have to attend. Nothing can be done, and it's the reality. You get the mix of all those things, and it's all about how the MBA, 1 year of MBA will look like your first year. And the second year also almost same, but you will get to choose your own subjects, and that's the fun part, because you love some subjects and you want to just study those, and you don't want some specific subjects. Like in my case, I am nowhere have any interest in finance, and I didn't take any of the finance subjects in the second year. I'll tell you a lot of subjects what I took in another video. That's it for today. So the key learnings I want to share as a summary in the video is that it's not the lecturing part, it's the case discussion, it's the different perspective, it's how you change your thinking, how you think about some opinion. You have a lot of awkward moments when you get cold called. You have some confident moments because you presented so well. So all those mixtures you will get. And the end thing that I understood from what the MBA tries to teach you is that you don't have to find a perfect answer for any question. You just have to develop a thinking that for a particular situation, what will be impact on different stakeholders if I take this decision. So this comes down to the point that they teach decision making, and that's what we are gonna do in the future. So that's it for today's video, and I'll see you in another video with another topic. If you want any specific topic, just comment me down in the comment section. I'll take up that point if I'll see a lot of people will be wanting that topic.